Hard love makes me fail. I need the gentle, soft love, the soft encouragement. Bitch, you've been getting encouragement since you started, and it's not working. So fuck right off. You need the hard love. With the face for radio and the voice for Silent Hill, Some Gamer Gremlin is back again with another episode of reacting to Gorl World. Now, Amber's weigh-in came out technically yesterday when you guys are probably going to be seeing this because it is 11 o'clock at night right now. And it's only not even 6 minutes long. And I thought, why not? We'll do it while we wait for people to find the Crusades Against Bad Writing videos, which I will leave a link for that. Don't worry. And if you guys remember, for Mother's Day, she had her mom take her to the ER because she was having chest pains in her boobie because she's fat. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's see what lies she's spouting today and see what delulu she is in the midst of. All right.
Hello. Welcome to another weigh-in video. Let's get straight into the 5 questions. Do you realize that wrap from Chick-fil-A is 660 calories? So no, it is not 660 calories. It is only 660 calories when you get the lime ranch with it. I'm not a lime girly, and you guys also know that I am a dry girly pop. So
You are not a dry girly pop because I've seen the ranch that you put on your salads. You ain't a dry girly pop. And so, honestly, lime ranch, even if you don't really care for lime, it's not that bad. So, while you are correct that without the dressing, you are correct on the calories for the wrap, I don't believe you didn't have dressing on it. You're not a dry girly pop, and I don't think lime is really that much of a deterrent for you.
eat the wrap just plain with no dressing at all. So with no dressing at all, the calories are 350. Do you realize how proud I am of...
Do you realize how proud I am of you for your last What I Ate Today video? Dude, it was a shitty What I Ate Today video.
You for your last What I Ate Today video. So I had to add this because I just thought that was super sweet, and I appreciate people acknowledging that I really am trying. I am not the type of girly pop that thinks that tough love is the right...
You are not trying at all.
...answer, because for me, tough love makes me revert.
Dude, you need so much tough love. You need the tough love where someone just drags you into inpatient and doesn't let you out. That's the tough love you need. You don't need no gentle love. You need the toughest of love.
And it makes me fail. I am more of a girly pop that needs support and kindness. That's what keeps me going. I know some people can do tough love.
The most gentle love of all time. Fuck off. You need the hard love. You need someone to kick you in the ass.
And they hate the soft love approach, but that's not me. How do you feel about loose skin? Years and years and years ago, in my early 20s, I hated the thought of it, but I'm definitely different now. I think loose skin shares a journey, and it shows strength. For anyone that has loose skin, you are beautiful, and that is literally just like an award. It's a medal.
She doesn't care.
That shows you were once in such a difficult spot and you put in the work to fix it. Nothing to be ashamed of, and you're beautiful regardless. The only issue for me is I'm afraid of because I've heard people saying that it hurts and you get rashes and things like that. So,
bitch, you get rashes with having all of that fat on you too. You want to know how I know that? Because I've got thick thighs. And sometimes when I have to do a shitload of walking and it's really hot out, I get a rash between my thighs because I got the thick thighs.
So that's the only like downfall and thing that I'm afraid of. My thoughts on it. I have no negative thoughts on it. How society feels though, people can be really harsh and cruel about it.
Oh my God, dude. When I see someone with all that flabby skin and it's obvious that they used to be like 5 times bigger than what they are, I don't find that ugly. I find that like, wish I had that kind of dedication. And you know what? You don't have that dedication, so go fuck yourself.
There are so many shallow people out there, but you know what? If I can be loved and people can find me attractive at 500 plus pounds.
Feeders find you attractive at 500 plus pounds. And you know what? Necrophiliacs who happen to be feeders will probably find you pretty attractive soon too.
Then I know that I can be loved and accepted and found attractive even with loose skin. Does eating sweets make you tired? I've never really been the type to get tired after eating. I know people like to say that happens like on Thanksgiving and such, but I've never really had that issue, so no. How many diet sodas do you have now versus when you didn't drink water? So I've pretty much cut it in half. So before I started drinking water, I'd probably have like 6 diet sodas a day, like the cans, and like sometimes like a
So I learned something recently. When you drink a diet soda, you get a craving for sweets because you get that sweet taste in your mouth. But when your body is expecting sugar and it doesn't get sugar, it starts to crave sugar because it's expecting the sugar. So it's like, you were supposed to give us sugar, so you tend to eat a sweet. Her always drinking diet soda probably explains why she always wants that king-sized Almond Joy. And when I'm drinking a lot of water or my meal replacement shakes or things like that, I find I don't want soda. So her going, oh, I dropped it. I'm drinking more water, and I dropped how much diet soda I'm drinking by half. I don't think you're drinking water anymore because looking at your neck, your chest area through your shirt, it's looking pretty yellow, which tells me you're dehydrated. And diet soda is going to dehydrate you more because it has soda has sodium in it. Sodium is not good for you. Sodium for me, I was in dire need of it. Like, I was craving sodium out the wazoo after work today because it was a hot day. I have to wear a hoodie to work. And I got new work shoes, so my feet are super warm right now. So I was sweating a lot today at work. I was craving that Gatorade that I found, and I was just like, fuck yeah. I was craving the extra packet of soy sauce on my sushi today. I was craving both chicken wraps that I got from the store when I went to go get things from the store that I need. So I was craving all of that sodium because I was dehydrated. And you want to know why I know I was dehydrated? Because I was overheating and I got dizzy while I was at work because of that. So, yeah. You don't need all that sodium. What you need is to drink more water and forget the soda altogether. And I totally just went on a tangent. But, moral of the story, she does not need diet soda at all because also the artificial sweeteners in that turns into formaldehyde in your system. But I guess she's doing the work of the embalmer for them.
Fountain drink would replace a couple of the cans, but now I'm just having a couple a day. So now we're going to talk about my goals for last week and if I succeeded in those. So my first goal was
She always gets a large diet soda every time she eats out, right? So that's what? 3 cans of diet soda, and then she's probably drinking more at home.
Do not weigh in daily because I was doing that on Noom. I was weighing daily.
Which now you're admitting that you stopped Noom.
And I told myself to wait till Tuesday, and I was successful in that. So yay. Next goal was work on my relationship with food, and I was also successful in that. Third goal was make an appointment with my doctor, and I did, but unfortunately it's a month from now. And now I'm going to talk about my goal for this week. I simply want to continue working on my relationship with food. I want to choose foods that will be...
These are not measurable goals that you're choosing. These are wishy-washy, look, I'm doing something goals. They're not measurable. And they're not even something that you're allowing your audience to keep you accountable for. You don't show us what you eat in your vlogs. You don't do anything like that. What you should be doing if you want your audience to keep you accountable is to do a daily vlog or a 1 to 2 daily vlog, posting a daily vlog every day where you show what you're eating every fucking day.
Be good for my body in moments where I would normally choose foods that probably wasn't the greatest for me. It is going to be a moderation. So I'm not telling myself, oh, you can never have these things. It's just have them in moderation, but make sure you are fueling.
You need to keep them out of your house. You have already proven time and time again that you have no self-control. You go sitting here going, I'm not going to deny myself these things because I just need to remind myself that I can enjoy them in moderation. No, you need them out of your house because you have already proven that you do not have the self-control to be able to enjoy them in moderation.
Your body, eating things like salads, vegetables, fruits. So now let's talk about how my week went. So I have been in and out of the hospital for the last 2 to 3 days, and it has been pretty hard on me. I have had so much anxiety and worry, confusion and fear. It has definitely been bothering me. Obviously, it would bother anyone. And honestly...
All right, so elevated D-dimers, which is the thing that she's all freaked out about. After an infection, you get elevated D-dimers. So she had the cellulitis recently. So pretty, not pretty, what am I thinking? She had the cellulitis recently, last week or so? So, elevated D-dimers because of that infection. Elevated D-dimers are also a symptom of COVID, which she had a few months back. And people with persistent long COVID symptoms tend to have elevated D-dimers as well, along with chest pains. And then you add in the fact that she's over 500 fucking pounds. This bitch is a dumbass.
Seeing my mom as stressed out as she has been because she's been worrying about me, it makes me feel really, really bad. So
she's worried about you because you're feeding her a whole bunch of bullshit because you saw one thing, you Googled it, you went, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Without taking into account that the nurses in the ER would have looked at your medical history, saw the COVID and saw the cellulitis and went, this explains the D-dimers. And the fact that they checked for blood clots and didn't find any.
I normally, during moments like this, would turn to food, stuff my face, be an emotional eater, harder than ever before. But I have actually chosen to use this to drive me into making better choices. So since the whole hospital things have happened recently, so in the beginning of the week, I have still chosen not the greatest things out of habit, but I have also been consciously choosing good things as well. This is a learning curve and I've actually been enjoying.
Girl, you know nothing of fucking learning curves. I'm just gonna point that out because you've been on the same learning curve since you started YouTube. You know, when you were under 400 pounds and now you're over 500 pounds. That's not a weight loss journey. That's a weight gain journey.
it. I was counting calories for like weeks and I'm over it. I hate counting calories. It is possible to build a good relationship with food and lose weight while doing so. But having to count every single calorie I was eating, it was becoming exhausting and overwhelming. And I found that I was actually making better choices not counting calories.
Then maybe you should figure out low calorie meals that are easy to make, that you enjoy, that you can have at home, ready for you to make. And then make those the habit meals. Those are the ones where you go, okay, I'm going to go eat this. Maybe when you want takeout, get a meal replacement shake. Drink one of those. They're sweet. I mean, you can get them in French vanilla, strawberry, or chocolate. And they're actually pretty damn tasty. I get the Equate ones. They're pretty tasty.
And on some days, I was actually eating less than I normally would have while counting calories. Because when I count calories, sometimes I find like, oh, I have so many calories left over. Let me eat 2 candy bars. But it's like, while I'm not counting calories and I'm purposely trying to choose better things for me, I don't have that weird excuse in my head anymore. It's all a mental game and I'm learning how to just navigate through it.
Yeah, but you're also giving yourself the option to be able to eat whatever you want and how much you want.
Last weigh-in, I was 516.2, and this weigh-in, I was 513.0. So that means I'm down 3.2 pounds. I'm surprised I lost any weight.
And you're not showing us the weigh-ins. And you keep going, well, I weigh myself naked, which is a good idea because then you don't have the weight of the clothes on you, which I could weigh myself in what I'm wearing right now and it probably wouldn't affect what it was because I'm just wearing a tank top and shorts right now. Not wearing much, but when you used to weigh yourself, you'd point the camera at the ceiling and at least let us hear it because you can't see the numbers. You have to have it tell you it, which makes me think you broke it because you're so fat.
To be honest, because my legs are very inflamed, I actually got prescribed an inflammation medicine. They told me to only take the inflammation medicine, like if I want to, because they understand that.
In other words, they told you to take it if you want to because they gave you one that will help you, but you don't have to take. And if you do take it, it won't hurt you because they were just sick and tired of you.
Not having lymphedema, like you're gonna have this inflammation regardless. So we're gonna see. So it's like, do I want a relief just for like a very short amount of time? It's a weird concept because it's not like I can just be on inflammation medicine for the rest of my life. That's just not the way it works. I just wanted to ease some of my inflammation for a little bit and I appreciate that. But I genuinely don't see the point in even taking it if it's only gonna be for a week and then I have to just go back to feeling like shit again. I don't know. But that is the end of my weigh-in. I hope that you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
God, she is such an idiot. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, lady? All right. What the hell? Huh. Okay. All right. Let's look at. Oh yeah. Fucking hell. All right. Oh yeah, I watched it earlier. Forgot about that. Yes, refuse to show proof of your weight. Yes. I need support and kindness. Well, you got it for years and didn't change a damn thing about your life. Before I started drinking water, it's crazy. Babe, you're 34. What the fuck do you mean you didn't drink water? You're right. You're not a lying girly. You're a lying girly. Great, you're gonna torture us with this blood clot situation type deal for weeks now. You didn't eat the dressing with the wrap, explains the smugness, Skinny. I still believe she ate the dressing with the wrap. I don't think she ate it dry. You are a lie. You dumped 1,000 calories of ranch on your salad at bingo, so you are not a dry girl. You can't do moderation. How do you still not get that? Congrats on the same 3 pounds you've lost for the past 5 years. Amber, I'm not going to say this as gently as I can, but you aren't trying hard enough. I'm going to say this as gently as I can, but you aren't trying hard enough. Bitch, this fucking... No. Stop being gentle with her. She needs the hard love. I don't give a shit if she wants to sit here going, hard love me, Hard love makes me fail. I need the gentle, soft love, the soft encouragement. Bitch, you've been getting encouragement since you started, and it's not working. So fuck right off. You need the hard love. The filter is failing a lot recently. She goes from bulldog cheeks to smooth cheeks over and over, and it glitches back and forth. I don't even notice it. Probably because I don't have glasses. Amberlynn, it's been so many years now. Clearly you can't do this on your own. You need professional help. Yup. She weighed in at 5'13", down 3 pounds. Don't waste your time with the first 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Last night I accidentally overcooked my chicken and told my husband I was a dry girly, and he looked at me like I was insane. For the love of God, stop saying girly pop. Yeah. I just had to add this. So you agree with that these aren't randomly selected. You go through them because you have no life and can spend hours going through the comments talking about you, and because you're obsessed with yourself and you like to specifically select comments that manipulate the narrative. 6 diet sodies a day. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. All right, so we is the done. And if you haven't already, definitely check out my books on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description. The next Sacred Beast book is The Raven's Ire, and it drops on July 4th. And from July 1st to July 5th, Dhampir Sins, the first book in the Sacred Beast series, will be free on Kindle. So definitely pick it up, check it out, and I will see you guys in the next one. This has been Some Gamer Chick signing off, and I think I have earned a chocolate parfait. Bye-bye! In Dragon's Fire, you scorched your soul, refused the mirror, ignored the toll. Gentle love, you do not plead, you demand it, laced with need. You spurn the truth, you twist the blame, then wonder why they leave the flame. You crave soft words, but offer scorn, and break the hearts that once were sworn. In seeking praise, you turn away from healing paths, you chose decay.